It's Savannah Bananas time. The entire city of Denver is getting ready, and we've got a special drink from Death & Co. to celebrate. And he was a #1 best-selling author at just 6 years old. What? Now he has a new book on the horizon, the uplifting read that's perfect for the entire family. Libraries, for me, they are vital to communities, and we all need to support them. Denver Public Library is here with how you can join one book, one Denver. Colorado Company starts when? Right now. That's right.
Portions of Colorado & Company contain paid content.
Gonna get you through the day.
Happy Tuesday to my Colorado & Company family. So happy to be spending time with you today. So over the weekend, I was at a wedding, dancing badly to like shout, visiting with family, and it was all amazing, but it was a total whirlwind. And when you think about it, that's just life right now for a lot of us. There's back to school, there's new schedules, it's a lot. But let's remember to take time out for yourself too, okay? This is important. Nick Tverdik is here. He's someone who knows the value of taking care of yourself so you can take care of others. You're looking good, taking care of yourself.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's been an amazing summer.
I know.
With the kids. There's a lot of eating, a lot of chocolate chips, a lot of lollipops, things like that. It's time to get back to you taking care of yourself. It was funny. I was yesterday looking in the mirror. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have nose hairs. I gotta get my stuff back together.
Get yourself together.
But I was living with the kids nonstop, going on vacation, and now it's time to take care of ourselves.
All right, stop bragging. It's a weird flex, okay? Okay. So my eye bags have slowly crept in as I age. They're now turning into full-on suitcases, okay? Okay, but you say, and usually I'd be like, oh, I have to do like filler or whatever. You say that's not the first step.
No.
Okay.
I personally think filler, for the most part, is going to be gone in 10 years or so. It never leaves your face, guys. And if you really want to scare yourself, any of the viewers, go jump on and look at MRI imagery of what happens to filler. It never goes away. Oh, We're seeing clogged lymphatic systems, things like that. Do not get me wrong. There's a place for some of it. Right. But we should really look at the root cause of what's causing the under eye bags, or what's really causing the following. It is not just loss of volume from collagen or elastin, which is all we've heard about for the first time. And I'm so excited about this because there's zero pain, zero downtime. We're actually addressing all the root issues of what's happening underneath the eyes, which is so much more than collagen and elastin.
Yeah, there's drama happening here.
Drama.
I know nothing about, but it makes you
especially if you have kids.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. If you have kids, it's over. You know what I mean? But he can help. So M-Face. What can M-Face for eyes and M-Face do? What is it doing?
Yes. So when we talk about aging, right? Everything that we've talked about in facial aesthetics with lasers and microneedling, et cetera, it's all been about collagen. Yeah. That's a fraction of what's happening with facial aging, especially underneath the eyes. So what happens is you actually have fat pads here, and I don't know if Moss is on the camera, but if you zoom in, this is gonna look really weird for everybody, but if you zoom in, and it'll come here.
It'll come back up.
But what happens is you actually have the fat pads here.
There you go,
so
do it.
When I do this, you can see that fat pad poke out. And I know it's gross, but the second I smile, it pushes it back.
Yeah.
So you have a muscle here called your orbicularis oculi. So we have elevator muscles in our face, and we lose up to 8% of our facial muscle tissue every decade after age 30 for the rest of our lives.
Why? I'm sorry.
It's called sarcopenia. It's a natural part of aging, but that is actually what's causing the eye bags. We all have the fat pads, as I just showed you, except I have the muscle tone to keep it at bay. When you lose the muscle, whether it be with Ozempic or tirzepatide or just aging in general, those fat pads don't have the muscle or the connective tissue to hold them back. So what we're doing with M-Face, and we actually have another device that, if I like you when you come in for your initial consultation, we can actually thicken up that tissue as well with a device where we're rebuilding hyaluronic acid.
Oh, wow.
Two things we've never been able to do before naturally. We're retoning that muscle, always zero pain, zero downtime, zero negative side effects. You just saw a short little video of how it actually works. But we are restoring that tone to push those fat pads back, and then we thicken up that tissue again with collagen, elastin. But for the first time ever, yes. So this is M-Face. Eyes happening right now,
as you can see her eye.
Yeah,
it's just like a contraction?
Yeah, it's causing a supramaximal muscle contraction. So we're actually causing an electromagnetic field over the elevator muscles. and we're causing a 100% supramaximal muscle contraction. It's a 20-minute treatment. There's zero pain. There's zero downtime. So if you are looking in the mirror after that long summer of the kids and traveling and all of that, it is time to take care of yourself. So
Yeah.
if you feel tired and you look tired because of the eye bags, we can completely reverse it non-surgically.
Non-surgically. I don't even have kids and I feel that way. Okay, how does this all fit together? Because you have something called the ARIA Lift.
Yes.
Which is really like everything together, right?
Correct.
Talk to me about how that fits in.
Yeah, so that's actually addressing the entire process of what's happening with aging. Because yes, we have collagen, we have elastin, we have tone, so hyperpigmentation, brown spots,
my
red
thing.
spots,
Yeah.
texture. That's everything that's been in facial aesthetics for really 35 years or so. The root crux of what's causing the nasolabial folding, the jowling, the submentum, the under eye bags.
Yeah.
I've been on Colorado & Company for 15 years. We've treated 17,000 patients. The underlying structure and foundation with muscle and connective tissue, we've never been able to talk about it because we haven't been able to do anything about it until M-Face. So M-Face is treating that structure and that foundation. It's kind of like when you're building a house. The most important thing is pour the foundation, and then you want to make sure all the walls are framed appropriately. That's what the muscle and the connective tissue is doing. Then we create the collagen. Then we create the elastin with best-in-class
That's at the
technology.
end.
That's at the end.
I see.
And then tone and texture. But for the first time ever, this is a full non-surgical facelift. But the under eye bags drive so many people crazy,
Yeah,
and this is truly the only non-surgical option that you should be looking at for under eye bags.
And I have to be honest, it takes your confidence away, you know? There's nothing you can
people,
cover. There's nothing
people
you
wear glasses that
Yes.
don't need them.
I know, I do. There's nothing in them. There's no glass at all. Just frames. All right, guys. Sorry I got aggressive. Call Nick and his team at ARIA Integrative Health and ask about M-Face for eyes. Enjoy up to 30% off. Call 303-953-2899 for today's special price. ARIA Integrative Health sponsored today's segment. Coming up, we have Denver Life Magazine and Chef Ty Leone here to bring the local culinary scene to you. And it's a beautiful Tuesday. The birds are chirping, the sun is shining, and then out of nowhere comes a huge rainstorm that even Chris Bianchi didn't see coming. I love Chris Bianchi. So are your windows and your siding ready for that kind of severe weather? Well, we've got my guy. It's Dave Thomas here from Mountain Safe Exteriors to help. All right, hi.
How's it going?
I don't know, the weather's going up and down.
You were at a wedding. It was good, huh?
I did the
Were
shout.
you dancing?
Put your heels up and
I feel like you dance like the Seinfeld girls.
I do. It's very Elaine.
Yes,
It's very
okay.
Elaine.
All right.
Okay, why is now the time to get to windows and sidings? Why this season?
Well, I think it's been 105 out for about 4 or 5 days in a row,
So
right?
hot.
It's so hot, and that's when your windows are suffering the most, and so is your air conditioning, and so are the calls ringing off. Why is my upstairs 15 degrees warmer than my downstairs, et cetera, et cetera. And it's time to upgrade your windows. Most new homes in Colorado are built with vinyl or plastic windows. And on a hot day like that, those windows are actually expanding up to an inch in each direction. So they're leaking air like a sieve.
Oh, wow.
Plus the coating technology on windows has improved so much. This is the new Marvin Vivid window. It is an all fiberglass product. It is handmade in Kansas City. They are custom made to size. Marvin has been in the United States for 115 years. I call them the Ferrari of windows. They're family owned to this day. They make the finest windows in the country, in my opinion. This window will literally deflect, you can see the coating on the glass, will literally deflect 98.5% of all radiant heat in the summer and retain that in the winter. So great time to upgrade your windows because you're feeling it, right? And get ready to keep it in the, I think we're gonna have a bad winter this year. So
great, thank you for saying that. Yeah, okay.
Let's keep the heat in the house. Obviously at Mountain Safe, we are the certified installing retailer for Marvin here in Colorado. You can see the work that we do there. We are Class A contractors. If you want bigger views, bigger doors, bigger access to backyards and outside spaces, we can frame all of that in, and Marvin designed something that will work for it perfectly, and you can look at our work. It's stunning.
Look at that.
That is James Hardie siding around black Marvin windows. That is what we are known for. When you're considering replacing your windows, we like to install them with what's called a nailing fin, right?
Nailing fin.
So it is a great time to consider upgrading your siding along with your windows.
Doing both at the same
You
time.
got it, exactly. And here you're showing and seeing all the benefits of the James Hardie siding. Hail-proof, rot-proof, mold-proof, no woodpeckers, and totally fire resistant.
Oh, huge. That's huge right now.
Huge in Colorado. Keeps
Yeah.
your insurance down or in place if you live up in the hills.
Yeah.
We have so many different looks. Modern, traditional. This is like a neat Cape Cod shape.
I do like
Yeah,
this.
it's really pretty.
Yeah.
We can do anything, and the prices are very good. We are the second largest James Hardie recider in the country. We run our own crews. If you get online and read our reviews, mountainsafe.com, they're perfect because the owner's a little OCD.
He's a little
little
OCD,
crazy, right?
yeah.
So the art of customer service is not dead in our world. But yeah, we can do anything with this. Right here, you're looking at two of the best residential exterior building products made.
Wow, and it's good for resale if you want to resell
Huge.
your house.
Hardie Pass Kitchens is the #1 return on investment for your house in Colorado.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
Unbelievable. I do like this. You have
Yeah,
like a
it's pretty
gazillion
cool.
colors.
Oh, yeah.
This one was good.
Over
Good pick.
700 colors.
You picked
so-
a good one.
Yep.
Okay. What's the current sale? People want to save the moolah.
This is our huge semi-annual sale. It's across everything we do. Roofing, windows, siding, doors, garage doors, you name it. It's 20% off. That's totally off retail, and that includes 24 months same as cash financing.
Really?
So no money down. We come, we do our work, and then you have 2 years of no payments and no interest. Just pay it off at the end of 2 years.
Like the
and you're
last
out
day
the
you
door.
can
You
pay
can
it off.
literally pay it off in the last day.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I like that you can make the windows bigger. You don't have to just fit the windows.
Nope.
You can make much larger windows,
sure.
add the doors. That's huge. Okay.
You dream it, we build it.
So let's say I want a consultation. People are
Yep.
like, that Cape Cod did look good.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, you buy it now or you're going to lose your house.
No high pressure
You know what I mean?
sales.
I hate
yeah,
that.
it's ridiculous. And no 3-hour presentation where we're holding you down at your kitchen table. It's an informative thing, or come down to the showroom. You can see us there working with clients. It's a lot
You
of
look good
fun.
there.
We have a good time. Appointments at the house are typically 30 to 45 minutes. It's good that we come out to the house because we need to know how we can frame stuff
Right.
in or get our measurements, whatever. As far as seeing all the products in one place, the showroom is great. We have all the massive doors, bifolding doors,
nice to
everything.
see them.
So, yep, there you go.
Oh,
You can
fantastic.
see how easy they are to move and how nice they are. But yeah, we're literally rebuilding houses from the outside one at a time. If you want to bump in your insulation, we can do that. We can increase the insulation from the outside. Our job, Mountain Safe, is by the name, keep your house safe for whatever comes in the mountains weather, not just in the mountains, but all over. We want no maintenance, no repairs necessary during your time there. So we're really, our lifetime warranty is no questions asked.
Wow.
So we really have to pick the right product.
Yeah.
And we've got to install it the right way.
It's like one and done here.
You got it.
And then it's a free consultation. Let's
Yep.
say you come out. So
Yep,
free,
yep.
no pressure, and you get to hang out with Dave.
Yeah, yeah.
He's the best, you guys. He really is. Okay, you heard Dave. Check out Mountain Safe Exteriors to get, yes, that's right, 20% off new windows and siding, and that means you get their free 3D design service. You can see your house. It's clear and transparent pricing as well. And again, as he said, no payments for 2 years and no interest.
That's right.
That's very important. Just go to mountainsafe.com for more information or visit the very cool showroom in Greenwood Village. You can also call 720-955-2120. Mountain Safe Exterior sponsored today's segment. High five.
Thanks, lady.
Nice job.
See ya.
All right. One book, hundreds of readers, countless conversations. We'll tell you how Denver Public Library is bringing the community together through this year's One Book, One Denver.
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
I sure do like a Grisham. Okay, have you ever finished a great book and immediately wish you had just someone to talk about it with? That is me. I'm a huge reader, and that's exactly the idea behind One Book, One Denver, put on by the amazing Denver Public Library. Here to tell us all about it is Program Manager for Civic and Literary Initiatives. That's an amazing title. Jessica De La Cruz, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for having me.
I'm a huge, huge fan, Jessie, and I'm a huge fan of libraries in general. I think they're vital, and I think we need to support them more than ever. So thank you for being here. First things first, this year's book has been officially revealed. Drum roll, everyone. What is it? It's just me doing it.
The Nickel Boys by Colson Whitehead.
Yes, I just bought it.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, so The Nickel Boys is based off of a true story. It was a reform school in the Jim Crow South. But really what is central to this book is the friendship between these two teenagers that are in the reform school, Elwood and Turner. And Elwood is an idealist, he's a dreamer, he's really inspired by Dr. King's speeches. You know, he says early in the book, your struggle is my struggle.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, Turner is, you know, he's pragmatic, and he really thinks that kind of thinking can get you hurt. And so you finish this book, you know, with that, you know, that tension between the characters, and you really just want to unpack it with somebody. And so we just thought it was a great book to inspire that citywide conversation.
Smart. Yeah, I love books where I'm like, what about this? Let's talk about that. That's what inspires book clubs, but this is very exciting. For anyone hearing about One Book, One Denver for the very first time, what makes it different than your typical like book club, for instance?
Yeah, you know, I really see a book club as intimate. You know, it's usually a few friends, you know, maybe a few other friends, you know, come in and it's in a living room. Really what we're trying to create is a citywide read. We want you to speak to your neighbor. We want you to speak to strangers. We want to inspire conversation. You know, I think a story from last year that's really at the heart of what we're doing happened at Red Rocks, where we had, there was a guest who was reading the book Stay True in Spanish, and then another person brought their book up in English, and they saw they were both reading the same books, and they started talking in the parking lot, and posted all of these wonderful pictures. So really that's what it is how do we inspire conversation? How do we create community through, you know, a shared story?
Yeah, and now with the phones, it's getting harder and harder. I like to read the actual books too, and banned books, by the way. I also read those. You're also branching out and partnering with cultural organizations and venues all across Denver. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, really, that's at the heart of what we're doing as well. We have so many amazing programs lined up this season. We worked with the Lighthouse Writers Workshop to bring Colson Whitehead, the author. He's coming to Denver.
No way.
September 25th.
No way.
Very excited about that. The book has actually been made into a movie called The Nickel Boys, and we're bringing out the director Ramel Ross in partnership with the Denver Foundation Museum of Contemporary Art, and we will be hosting him here in Denver.
Y'all are getting the stars out.
Yeah, Cleo Parker is doing a program, you know, on performance and dance. We're working, of course, with our branches. You know, they're doing activities, you know, in individual branches, and we're partnering with Blair Caldwell African American Research Library. That's doing amazing panels and workshops.
Good for you guys.
So yeah,
you're expanding it. I think that's fantastic.
Incredible season, yeah. And if you go to denverlibrary.org, we have a program guide, and there's so much more to explore. I just touched
on a little bit, especially for the whole family, guys. Libraries are great for the whole family. Okay, if someone wants to get in on One Book, One Denver, do they still have time to read it, and how do they join up?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we just launched the reveal on Friday.
Nice.
And so we have 3,500 books in English and in Spanish to give away. Those you can access at any of our 28 library locations and our bookmobiles as well. Actually, I should say 26. We have a few branches that are closed for renovation. And yeah, so you have through the end of September.
Okay.
And if you can't access physical book, we have the ebook and the audiobook.
Amazing.
Unlimited on our Libby app.
I love Libby.
So
love
yeah,
it.
you can sign up there as well. And then we have an online book club through the app Fable. So if you don't want in real life experiences or you're too busy, you can access our community that way too.
Oh, wonderful. You're growing that library to such a wonderful part of the community. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
I might steal that book, although I just bought it, so give it to someone else. All right, it's not too late to join One Book, One Denver. Grab a copy of this year's book and join the Denver Public Library for author talks, creative programs, and community gatherings. That's why we need libraries, people. For more information, go to denverlibrary.org. What a wonderful thing you're doing. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, from one great read to another, coming up on Colorado and Company, how a 9-year-old author hopes to inspire those of all ages. Welcome back. So most 9-year-olds are worried about like what backpack they're picking out as they head back to school. But our next guest is a best-selling author who's helping kids and grown-ups navigate big feelings, which you know I have, through lessons found in nature. Clay wrote his first #1 Amazon best-selling book at just 6 years old. I was just eating crayons at that time. Now he and his mom, Amber, are back with a new book coming out in October. Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you, Clay. I'm Tori.
Thank
Hi.
you so much for having us, Tori.
We're
We love you.
thrilled, and we're so amazed by this Clay.
Me too.
Amazing. And he's very humble. I talked to him beforehand. So before your newest project, you became a best-selling author at 6 years old. Tell me everything.
So I was 6 and I was getting ready in the morning, and I was reading my favorite book called Dragons Love Tacos.
Dragons of Tacos?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I saw that it had a gold sticker on the back, which it was a New York Times best-selling book.
The best sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And I said, I want to do that.
Ah! And then you did?
Yeah.
So did you get started right away after you saw that sticker?
Yeah.
Just right, you said, I'm gonna write a book.
Yeah.
Wow, he's so cool. I'm not that cool. And did you enjoy writing it?
Yes.
Very much so. Okay. Amber, what does it feel like to have like a genius of a son like this and who wants to like help others?
It's so deeply meaningful and fulfilling. I mean, when he was a baby, his very first word was light.
Oh, really?
And so I just knew then that he is destined to have this big life full of love and impact. And my job was just to listen and to trust him and to guide him and support him to actualize his dreams.
Which is hard for some parents are like, no, that's not possible. But you let it just blossom, which is such a great parenting role.
Thank you.
I'm not a parent, but I'm telling her that.
Thank you.
Let's talk about y'all's new book, What Nature Teaches Us. That's this one here?
Yes.
Okay, tell us all about this book. And it's for all ages, is that right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, we thought it would start out as a children's book, but it's actually turned into more of a gifting book for any human at any age. And over the course of a year, we started taking hikes, and I was pointing out different nature elements like the sun, the moon, the stars, the rainbow. And for example, I'd ask Clay questions like, you know, what do you think the sun is modeling for us that would teach us how to be better humans? And the wisdom that came out of this kid was so profound, and the book just took on a life of its own. And now it's running for a national bestseller list. I mean, we have a real shot at it.
Unreal. What do you think the sun does for us? What do you think it does and models for us?
It shines on everything.
You're
All
so
the time.
sweet all the time. I'd like to go on a hike with you. That'd be weird, just me and
That'd be
Clay.
great.
Amber would be there. Okay. What do you think your friends at school think about you being a best-selling author? Or do they tease you? Are they proud of you?
They actually didn't believe me.
So you said it and they were like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
And then did you bring the book in and show
Yeah.
them? Wow. And now do they like bow? Are they like, you're the coolest kid? You're like, I don't know. And do you want to be an author growing up?
Yes, no.
What else do you want to be?
Maybe like an engineer or something.
An engineer. Oh my God. I was gonna say like a fireman. He's like mechanical engineer.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Amber, let us ask you, can we pre-order What Nature Teaches Us? Because some people want to gift this for birthdays and things like that.
Yes, please. And you
Okay.
can go to choosethelight.com.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And you can pre-order. It's also everywhere books are sold. And on our website, we have an in-person launch party in downtown Denver on October 13th. And everyone's invited, so the details are there.
You have a launch party? Are you excited?
Yes.
Oh, amazing. Okay, let me ask you something. What do you think nature has taught us the most? What's one thing you think nature has taught us? I'm going to ask both of you. What do you think nature has taught us? Something you feel it's taught you?
I think that everything is like, it's not just what you think it is, it's what you think it's more.
Yeah, that's beautiful. What do you think, Amber?
Oh my gosh. I think it teaches us that change is constant.
Yeah.
And that it really is about community. Like when you think about the trees and how they're all swaying in the wind in community, I think we've gotten away from that. There's so
Yes.
much disconnection and hurting right now,
Yes,
and we're hoping to bring families back together and take more walks in nature. Get off screens.
Get off
Except
the
this one.
Yeah, we're watching this on all your mobile apps and all that. Do you like hiking?
Yes.
Yeah, you do. All right, let's talk about the first book too. What is this one? The Long Forest Trail. How did you come up with the ideas for that? Like what I know you wanted the sticker, but what came to your mind?
Basically like the first one, but it was basically the same thing.
Nice.
We would take these long hikes down what we called the Long Forest Trail. And I would just start asking random questions because there's no rule book or manual for this, just like parenting. I didn't know what I was doing at all. And so I would ask them, you know, do you want it to be more about like children and humans or animals? And what do you think the teaching is? And it became this book about a mother and a son taking a walk down the Long Forest Trail. And it really is more about mindset and positivity and perseverance. And so you just never know where you're going to end up when you start writing a book. But it's such a joyful project.
Totally.
And it's brought us together in such a perfect, meaningful way.
Nice. You've bonded too. I just like your questions too. Like, what do you think this is teaching?
Yeah.
To expand someone's mind, it's like my mom would teach me, look at the ocean. How many blues are in there? And I'd be like, one. And then she'd be like, no, there's here. And it's just a way to expand. So high five.
That's right.
Very proud of you, bud.
Yay.
Very proud of
Me
you.
too.
All right. Thank you so much for being here with us today, by the way. Thank you. You can pre-order What Nature Teaches Us on Amazon right now, or you can grab a copy when it comes out on October 13th. Nice. All right, guys, it's time to go bananas. When Colorado and Company returns, we're getting ready for the Savannah Bananas with a very special drink from Death & Co. All right, if you haven't heard, where have you been? It's Savannah Bananas Week here in Colorado. Woohoo! And the Ramble Hotel, one of my absolute favorites in Denver, is getting into the spirit with a special banana daiquiri from Death & Co. Can't wait. So here to mix it up with us now is Dominique Carter. Bonjour, Dominique.
Bonjour.
Bonjour,
Tori.
of course, okay. So the Savannah Bananas are unlike anything else in baseball. So obviously a normal game day cocktail would not cut it. So tell us what you're making.
I'm gonna make a banana daiquiri for the Savannah Bananas.
Okay, show us how this is done. It smells delicious.
I know, we're already getting the aromatics from it.
Yes, it's very like tropical
yes,
too.
I love it. So I'll start with some fee foam bitters. Fee foam bitters, we put those in cocktails. Kind of at the end, you'll see the nice little frothiness that you get from the top. But also kind of just keeps all the ingredients together.
Nice.
So after you have your first sip of your cocktail, it should still look pretty and beautiful and have all those components going together.
Which we need.
Which we need. And then traditional daiquiri usually has 3 components. We have our liquor, we have our sweetener, and then we have our citrus.
Okay.
Today, our sweeteners are gonna come from the cane syrup and also the banana puree that we're gonna be using.
So this is cane syrup?
Yes, it's cane syrup,
Okay.
yeah.
Nice.
Not as sweet as simple in my opinion, a little bit
like
lighter,
that.
yeah.
I can't stand a sweet.
I know.
I mean, it's too much.
And Death & Co, we just do it so well.
And this is banana puree?
Banana puree,
So literally
yeah.
just banana?
Yeah, fresh bananas in there, made it in-house, very delicious.
Amazing.
And then I'm gonna use this banana liqueur in a moment, and it's gonna kind of like enhance that banana puree as well, which is really neat.
I didn't know they made banana liqueur.
Yeah, which is really nice. Gaffard is like a French liqueur. We use a lot of their products on our back bar for a lot of our cocktails, which is really neat.
Nice.
And then the next ingredient is gonna be your citrus.
Your citrus, very important.
We're gonna use fresh lime juice.
Nice, okay. Could you use lemon if you need?
I wouldn't,
you're like, no,
yeah,
it's
I
lime or
wouldn't recommend
nothing.
for a daiquiri,
Got
but
it.
you know, the world is your oyster. You can do whatever you want.
Amen. Amen.
And then we'll go ahead with this banana liqueur
You can
right
buy
here.
this stuff?
Yeah, you can buy this in stores. Should be able, there's usually like a liqueur section of liquor stores that you'll be able to go to, but also the people in the front can always help.
All right, while you're doing this, there's actually a deeper Savannah connection here. Tell us about the new Municipal Grand Hotel and how that's connected to the Ramble.
Yeah, absolutely. So Municipal Grand is one of our sister companies. It's located in Savannah, Georgia. The Savannah Bananas.
Oh, here it is, right on screen.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I think it really replicates the Denver location that we have of Death & Co. with a hotel and also the bar program working together and being integrated, which I think is just like wonderful.
That's my favorite part about it.
Yeah, so guests can come down, have a cocktail, like chat with the bar, hang out in the lobby, enjoy all of it. So I like that it's integrated together, which is really neat.
I mean, I come down to the Ramble and Death & Co. and just do some work.
Like the lobby during the day, go to the cafe.
And then upstairs, the garden.
We have so many different spaces, which is why I think Death & Co. is really neat.
Yeah, it's really different.
Yeah, very different and just very versatile.
So now we shake?
Now we're gonna shake it up,
Okay, let's do
Tori.
this. A bit of ice,
Some
baby.
ice. gonna fill it to the top just
And
so
when you
it's nice.
shake this, are you doing like some people do like a really hard shake?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a hard shake because
Okay.
once again, I want that fee foam bitters in there and that like nice little head on top.
yes.
That we'll see in a moment. So I'm just gonna.
The Elaine dance is back. It's so uncoordinated. I'm so sorry to our viewers. Thank you so much. Woo!
And then as soon as you feel that get like nice and cold in your hand, we'll just crack that
So that's when you feel- okay.
over. Give me 1 second.
She's left because of the dancing. She hates the
I love the
dancing.
dancing. And they'll go ahead and we're just gonna double strain it just so there's like no ice chips or anything
I see, so you
in
want it
there.
smooth.
It's nice and smooth. You see how those ice chips are getting caught in there?
Okay, and this is only available for one day?
Yeah, so it's gonna be available Thursday
That's it.
in the garden specifically.
Upstairs, that's the rooftop, you guys.
The rooftop, which is really neat because then we have like misters, there's music out there. No reservations are needed either. So really nice to just like walk up, grab a cocktail real quick before the game. And then it's walkable distance too. So if
Make
you
it
wanna,
a whole
yeah.
thing. All right, I don't want to drink alone.
No.
Take it. Drink with me, Dominique.
Cheers.
To the Savannah Bananas
To the Savannah
and
Bananas.
to Death and Co.
I think so.
You guys mix it so well. It's so balanced.
We do it well.
So
yeah.
balanced.
Yes.
Smooth. I could have 7 of these bananas. It's called the 7 bananas. You can get this special banana daiquiri at the garden, as she said, for 1 day only. It is this Thursday, ahead of the Savannah Banana Games at Coors Field, or you can get the daiquiri year-round by visiting their new hotel, as we said, the Municipal Grand in Savannah, Georgia. Remember to always drink responsibly as I take one more sip. That's so good. After the break, where you can find Dear Amelia Chef Ty Leon's recipe for lasagna. This is delicious. Welcome back to Coco. It's been a great show, and it takes a very certain kind of person to become a renowned chef. Their passion for food goes into everything they create, and we love them for it because I'm always hungry. So Denver Life Magazine's August Chef's issue is out now, and it's all about those culinary geniuses, including Chef Ty Leon from Dear Amelia and Restaurant Olivia, which I can't get into because it's so popular. We also have Denver Life Mag writer Marissa Smith. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi. We're thrilled to have you guys here. I've heard nothing but wonderful things about you.
Oh, thank you.
So thank you for being here. Marissa, the August issue, and we have it right here, is the Chef's issue, and it includes Ty Leon. It's all about our city's most beloved chefs. What is it about chefs that you decided to do an issue about?
Oh, where to start, Tori? It really is a tribute and a celebration of what makes Denver such an incredible dining experience.
It has become renowned for that.
It really, really has. It's so special. And so Chef Ty is here with us. He's absolutely amazing. And yeah, it really just showcases and celebrates a lot of the talent that makes Denver such an incredible food destination.
Yeah. It used to be just like brewery, get
Yes.
a beer and like
Yes.
whatever. But now it's like get the food.
It's-
and
yes.
your 2 restaurants are on the top.
Yeah,
Top of
appreciate
that. Chef Ty, you're the genius behind Restaurant Olivia, which has some of the best Italian food in Denver, as people have said. And your newest venture, Dear Amelia, is also creating buzz. Take us there to Dear Amelia. What is it like? Explain the vibes.
Yeah, so Dear Amelia kind of starts from the region of Emilia-Romagna in Italy. The capital is Bologna. Most people kind of are familiar with Bologna and Bolognese.
Yeah.
And so we tried to take all of our trips and all of the time we spent there and kind of consolidate it into this little restaurant that we have. And so just kind of taking all of the traditional food that comes from there, mortadella, prosciutto, parmigiano, and kind of just incorporating them and those ingredients in our own way here at the restaurant.
I spent a year abroad in Florence.
Okay.
And I took my parents, the only place was, we got to go to Bologna. That was the one we wanted. The food was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Okay, you brought a signature dish today. Tell us about this. It looks phenomenal.
So this is our lasagna. We wanted to kind of do a different form of lasagna.
Yeah.
So the flavors are more traditional flavors of lasagna, so no ricotta in here at all.
Oh, wow.
So just a bolognese and a bechamel. And so we take that and kind of roll it. We sear both sides of it to kind of make it super crispy and hold all the ingredients in there. and then serve it with some pomodoro, basil, some more bechamel.
Some tomato. Tell me about this green part. What is that?
Yeah, so that's the lasagna, the pasta.
Oh, that's pasta.
Yeah. So we have like a sheet. We start with a sheet and then we roll it up into like this rollato, like a little pinwheel, almost like a savory cinnamon roll.
Oh my God, yeah, savory. And then you pour it in the middle?
It actually just kind of stays. The filling stays in there because we sear it so hard in the pan.
Yeah.
And we get that nice crust on there. And so everything that's inside of that savory cinnamon roll kind of stays in there. Yeah.
Savory cinnamon roll.
I know.
This is unbelievable.
I know.
All right, Marissa, Chef was, of course, kind enough to share his lasagna recipe with you and the issue. If you guys want to try it at home, which is amazing at Denver Life Magazine, what other special things do you bring to the magazine just for readers? Because that's important to know.
Absolutely. And this issue, readers can read all about some of our favorite chefs' local favorite dishes, and they can explore all different restaurants around Denver, some of our recommendations and suggestions. They can even find recipes, whether it be for a meal to make or a cocktail recipe that they can make at home. It's pretty special. It's a very special issue.
I also want to hear like where the best ones are. I always like going over the list
Yes.
of like the editorial stuff.
Yes,
And
yeah.
apparently this was one of them. I'm going to try that. Is that
Go
okay,
for it.
Chef?
Yeah.
Okay. Abbiamo bisogno di mangiare. Sì?
Sì.
Va bene. Okay. And do you cut it like this? Am I doing it right?
Yeah, you can totally cut it. There's really no wrong way of eating.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Because I always feel like I'm not. People also know on the show I take way too big of a bite. So please,
easy to
bear
do.
with me. Okay. I know. Oh my God.
Isn't it phenomenal?
Oh my God.
Yep.
There's such a light touch to it too. There's savory,
know.
hearty, but
I know.
there's a grace to it. I know that sounds really weird.
No, you're fine.
There's something really special about that.
Awesome.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you. Appreciate
Okay,
that.
just curious. Now I'm having trouble eating. Your restaurants have really cool names. Mm-hmm. Who's Olivia?
So myself and then I have two business partners. Olivia is the name of one of my business partners' daughter.
Aww.
Yeah. And so we were kind of throwing out ideas for before Olivia became a thing.
Yeah.
We were throwing out ideas for names, and that one is the one that just stuck.
It sounds beautiful.
amazing.
Yeah.
And then Amelia's for the Amelia, you know.
Yeah. It's so Dear Amelia is kind of meant to be a love letter to the region of Emilia-Romagna, and so we kind of bring all of those things. For example, we have postcards for our dessert menus that we can send out.
Really?
Yeah. So we just Dear Amelia kind of
A tribute. Yeah. Have you ever done voiceover work? You have a beautiful voice.
Not the first time.
Have
I've heard
people
it.
really?
Yeah.
I'm like, you could put me to sleep with
Oh
a
my
calm
goodness.
app. You know, it's very good.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Really, thank you. I'm very calm now. So get the chef's issue of Denver Life Magazine. Plan a night out to a fabulous restaurant or two. Subscribe at denverlifemagazine.com or pick it up at King Soopers, Safeway, Barnes & Noble, or Tattered Cover. If you want it right now, get your digital copy at Zinio.com. Thank you so much for being here. It's an honor to meet you. I really have heard so many things. And thank you for being here.
Thank you, Tori.
Please save this as well. We're gonna just take this far away. So when we come back, the special race in memory of a mom, how you can help others by just walking around Wash Park. Details after the break. The race for research began out of friendship and a need to support others in the fight of their lives. With me, Mike Plocky to share more. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very excited to talk about this. It's
Great.
good to have you here. Share a little bit about your story, Mike, and how about the race for research like literally began.
So it started 30 years ago. My sister Michelle was just 27 years old at the time and had just had her son Max, my nephew. She was diagnosed with a really terrible form of brain cancer called a glioblastoma.
Oh, I've heard of it, yes.
Bad stuff.
Yeah.
And our family was devastated, as you can imagine, and we wanted to do something. We weren't sure what that something was.
You wanted to fight back?
Yeah.
Right.
And so along with some of her friends, we started the Race for Research, which is a charity event that raises money for cancer research in Colorado. That first morning we showed up in Wash Park, having never done this before, and it's dark, and we don't know if anybody is going to come.
It could be just you.
It
Yeah,
might
you
be.
have no- right.
And more than 1,000 people showed up. And so we thought we're on to something here. And we've been running it every year since then for 30 years. The money goes to the Cancer League of Colorado, which is a great local organization that funds research projects, cancer research projects. And over the last 30 years, we've raised more than $2 million for cancer research.
sorry?
$2
$2 million?
I know, it's hard to believe. It's incredible.
Oh my God. What is, Michelle is her name?
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Michelle.
she'd be proud.
Yeah, she would be honored.
And my nephew Max just had his first child yesterday.
No,
so
yesterday?
Yesterday.
Ah,
So Michelle would be over the moon.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
she's looking
Yeah,
down and
she
being
is.
like, she's beaming
For
right
sure,
now.
for
Michelle, you're up there. Okay, talk to me about the impact the Race for Research has on like the advancements, because that's what we need right now in cancer.
That is what we need. And of course, it's hard to tell what impact we've had, but I will tell you a story, because Michelle is not the only part of my life that has been impacted by cancer. 15 years ago, my mom was diagnosed with the exact same cancer as my sister. I know. And my sister only survived 18 months, which is kind of par for the course. It's almost exactly what they told us she would live when she was diagnosed. My mom lived for more than a decade. And my mom, to her dying day, believed that the research money that we raised through the Race for Research may have had some impact on her outcome. I like to think so anyways.
It has to be. Yeah. My mom passed of somewhat of acute myeloid leukemia, and the idea of like getting more people researching it and getting there to a cure, it would have been a fabulous thing. But bravo for your mom for fighting. That's amazing. Now the race is coming up, guys, this Saturday. It's August 16th. Sunday, excuse me.
Yep.
Sunday, August, is it the 16th?
16th.
16th, Sunday. What is the day like? You start in the dark, you said?
No, we go in the dark to set things up.
Oh, I see. You're there early.
The race doesn't start till 9. It's a really fun event, and there's something for everyone. It's not just a run. It is a 5K run, and we get young athletes out there running, trying to set good times.
Good for them.
But it's also a walk, and so we get everything from families with kids and dogs on leashes to senior citizens who come out just to enjoy a beautiful day in the park.
And to support.
Because
I got to be honest with you. Everyone watching right now knows somebody or has somebody or is themselves touched by cancer.
We do.
Everybody.
We do a thing called the Miracle Mile posters on the race course, which is it's photos of people who have either passed from cancer or are fighting cancer now, and it really is kind of touching to walk the course, to run the course, and go past these hundreds of posters. It makes it personal, which is awesome. And the other thing we do is after you burn off those calories on the race course, we give you a chance to get them back. So after the race, we have a free pancake breakfast and a beer garden. So if you like pancakes and beer, this is the spot for you.
I don't think anyone doesn't like pancakes. I'd just be standing at the end there.
That's right.
But yeah, seeing those pictures, there's something about the amount of pictures and the personalization. Man, she would be so proud, Michelle.
Would be proud.
Unbelievable. What's your mom's name too?
Sandra.
Sandra. She would also be very proud.
She would.
Okay, people want to register. I know you all, some of you are actual athletes. I can't. How can people register for the race?
Really easy. You go to race4, it's the digit 4, research.com, and
That's
you can
it?
sign up there. Yep.
Okay. And is it free to sign up?
Nope.
Good.
Nope.
We need money.
Yeah, we're trying to raise money.
Yeah, that's the whole point of this. Okay, guys. Looking back from your own experience, do you have any words for people? My dad just got diagnosed as well with something.
Sorry.
Everybody. I mean, it's everybody.
Yeah.
For them, when they just hear the word, the big C, any words of advice?
Wow.
I know, it's a big question.
Well, what I would say is you're not alone. There's lots of people both going through that battle and fighting that battle, trying to find a cure, including all the people who show up at our race and donate to this cause, which is so important. I guess I'd say the other thing is don't lose hope, because we are making advancements, as my mom's story tells, with her survival. And so I think with the technology that we have today, with AI, I pray that a cure for this awful disease is right around the corner, and we're trying to get it there as fast as we can.
Yeah, I think of CRISPR, AI, all the technology that's
amazing.
moved. To Michelle, to Sandra, to Max, to you, I want to thank you for being here.
Thanks, Tori.
Made me cry. That's so my mascara, man. Okay, well, the 30th Annual Cancer League of Colorado's Race for Research happens Sunday, August 16th at Washington Park. For registration and all the information you need, go online for race4, like the digit, research.com. I can't thank you enough for what you do. Absolutely. Well, thanks for your company. Thanks for your company, Colorado, and for watching Colorado's #1 rated, longest running lifestyle show. Portions of today's program were sponsored by the businesses listed on your screen and the healing power of music. Thursday on Colorado & Company, the amazing work that Musicians on Call is doing. Do not miss it. Of course, everyone you encounter is facing an uphill battle you know nothing about. So make sure you act with kindness, with patience, with gentleness, and then of course, apply that back to yourself, especially if you're going through some kind of disease or diagnosis. We are here with you. You are not alone. We'll see you next time. Bye. Good job. You killed it.